What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Tyler Davis. I'm going to break down our week 4 top stacks here for week number 4. It's going to be a good one here. I wrote down a bunch of my favorite stacks. There's a couple games that I think have a lot of upside, a lot of intrigue. We can play potentially both sides when we're stacking these games. We're going to talk about it all here. We'll kind of go game by game. There's some games we want to avoid completely, like the Washington-Atlanta game. I don't have much interest in that from a stacking perspective. When I do my values video, I will have some plays in that game as well as my under-owned gems video, so make sure you check out all those videos here on the channel. I'm going to have some more videos coming soon. I'm going to do some waiver wire videos, really trying to expand my channel here. Going to be locked in now, so make sure you keep it posted here on my channel. Make sure you are subscribed, hitting that bell so you notify anytime I do drop tons of fantasy football content here on the channel. Make sure you check out the Patreon down link in the description below. My Thursday Night Football top plays are posted. Also check out the free NFL How to Win DFS ebook down in the link in the description below. It is completely free. All you got to do is put in your email and you're going to get a free copy of that ebook. So check that out in the link in the description below. All right, let's jump into it here. Like I said, I'm avoiding this Washington-Atlanta game. I think it's going to be Mariota starting again, and I like the Atlanta defense is really good. Their offense looks terrible, but their defense is really, really good. So I don't see much upside in this game that I'm looking at from a stacking perspective. Now, I would love to stack Buffalo, but they're playing New Orleans. They're probably going to blow them out. I think they're 16-point favorites at home. So you already know that it could get ugly here. And so I don't think the Saints can keep up and be able to keep up with them and potentially score touchdowns with them. I always want to play Josh Allen. The other thing, too, is I don't know who to pair Josh Allen with, right? He is just, he spreads it around. We got Keon Coleman. We got Khalil Shakir. One week it's Coleman. One week it's Shakir. One week it's Dalton Kincaid. You just never know who the guy is going to be in Buffalo. We've seen Shavers get some catches, so it's tough for me to stack Buffalo here. I'd honestly maybe run out Josh Allen naked with no stack partners in this situation. Then we have Cleveland in Detroit. Now, listen, I might be crazy. I might go on a limb here. I think I'm going to stack some Joe Flacco. I know I said in week 1 I was going to stack Joe Flacco. It didn't work out. Week 2 didn't work out. Week 3, they won, but he looked terrible. If they're going to keep going with Joe Flacco, there's going to be one game that it's going to happen where he's going to have a massive game. You get in the Dome here in Detroit. I think this is the spot that it can happen. I'm looking to play Joe Flacco in this spot in Detroit. I know Detroit looked really, really good last week, but the defense is still a little bit susceptible. The Browns are going to have to keep up with the Lions, and to do that, you're going to pass the ball. So I'm going Joe Flacco. I'm going with a double stack here. You can get Jerry Jeudy. You can get David Njoku. You can get Cedric Tillman. They're always viable. Even Harold Fannin. Like, all the stack options are so cheap and easy. And then you run it back with all the Detroit guys, right? We can go Jahmyr Gibbs. We can go Amon-Ra St. Brown. We can go J-Mo. We can go Sam Laporta. You can just stack this game endlessly. I think I'm going to do it. Listen, obviously Flacco is very risky. This is GPP only. Probably large field too, but I'm going to have some shares of him. I got to do it. I know one of these games he's going to go off before he gets benched. I think this could be the game. And then on the flip side, of course, you can stack Detroit here. You can go Jared Goff to Amon-Ra. You can even throw Gibbs in there, and then you can run it back with Jeudy, Njoku, Tillman. I like this game from a stacking perspective. This is a quick timeout to let you guys know that I've been a pro DFS player for over 5 years and have over $100,000 in career winnings. And now I'm giving away all my secrets, which you can check out at patreon.com/tdavisbrand. The link is also in the description below. It's going to give you a cheat sheet for every major slate of the NFL season. So Thursday Night Football, Sunday main slate, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, all the major slates, whether it be Showdown or the regular classic slates, you'll have access to my cheat sheet, as well as access to my private Discord where you can ask me anything fantasy football related. And I also have a NFL DFS ebook, How to Win at Daily Fantasy Football. It goes over every strategy you would want to win some cold hard cash this upcoming NFL season. We talk about things like bankroll management, contest selection, how to win GPPs, cash games, etc. So you can check out that free ebook down in the link in the description below. Tennessee, Houston, no thank you. I think this game's even worse than the Commanders-Falcons game. Just Houston's offense looks horrible. Tennessee still growing pains with Cam Ward. I'm off of that game. Carolina, New England, it's a little bit better here. The problem is I do want to play Drake May. I mentioned him in my values videos, one of the best value quarterbacks. But it's like, who do you pair him with? They spread it around kind of like the Bills do, right? We've seen Keyshawn Butte have some nice games. Steph Diggs, we haven't really seen it coming off that injury. Pop Douglas is there, Mac Hollins is there, Hunter Henry's looked pretty good. Maybe Hunter Henry would be the guy you stack him with here for a really cheap stack. I wouldn't hate that. But then it's like, who do you bring it back with on Carolina's side? We got Sanders out. McMillan's a little bit banged up. I do think he'll play. Then you got Hunter Renfro. There's just not much to like here. I think Drake may run him out solo or just with Hunter Henry is the only option that I would look at. Chargers, Giants. I have some interest in this game here. Justin Herbert, of course, has looked phenomenal. Had his worst game of the season last week. Still threw for 300 yards. Getting the job done here is Justin Herbert. And then you got Jackson Dart now starting for the Giants. This is massive news for the offense. Jackson Dart looked just absolutely amazing in the preseason, like firing all cylinders, lighting it up. You got to think this is going to open up Malik Neighbors. So I have interest here. I probably prefer the Chargers side of it. So I'd go Herbert, maybe with I go Herbert double with probably McConkey, Keenan Allen, but you can also throw Quentin Johnson and Keenan Allen. You can kind of rotate in these two guys, and they're relatively cheap too, where the price tag is not bad. And I gotta say, if Will Dissly's out, I don't mind Oronde Gadsden is a cheap tight end here to throw in the stack. Now, that's really only if Will Dissly's out that I'd go to Gadsden, but he's definitely in play if Will Dissly would be out. Of course, Omarion Hampton is a great value this week. Don't really think I want to stack him with Herbert. I probably wouldn't play them together. I think they kind of eat into each other's upside, so I wouldn't go there. But the Chargers receivers, double stacks, definitely in play, and then easily run it back with Malik Neighbors. Could probably run it back with Cam Scatterbo too if you wanted to as well, if you need a cheap running back. I'm probably not going to go Jackson Dart stack yet. I think next week when he plays New Orleans would be the week we want to look at Jackson Dart more. Philly, Tampa, I like this game here. Philly looked good last week against the Rams. They struggled early, came back and won it. Good matchup here with the Bucs. Bucs are very pass funnel heavy defense. You can really attack them through the air. So this is a get right spot for Jalen Hurts, who's been okay. Looked good last week. Another good spot for him here, 6,700. Easy double stack with AJ Devontae. It's not like the greatest price, but you can still afford it. You could throw Goddard in there instead of one of them if you wanted to as well. I probably wouldn't triple stack it. I'd probably double stack it. I don't mind it. And then you can run it back with someone on the Bucs. Mike Evans is out. Chris Godwin might play, so I don't mind even going Sterling Shepard here for the cheap value. And then Emeka Buka, who's looked really good as a rookie. You can easily stack with him as well there. And then if you go with the Philly double stack, you can run it back with Bucky Irvin. Probably not going to stack Baker as much here. I just don't love the double stack options. I think I prefer the Philly side and then run it back with someone on the Bucs. Colts, Rams, I don't mind this game as well here. There's a lot of good games this week. Like I said, it's just with the Colts, it's like you don't know who to pair Daniel Jones with. So I'm probably not going to stack him. I think you'd run Daniel Jones out there solo. Maybe you just pick one of these guys, whether it be Warren, Pittman, or Downs. But I definitely like the Rams side. I want to play this Stafford double stack pretty much every week that I can. Price tags are getting a little bit higher where it makes it kind of tough, but you can still do it. Stafford, Nakua, Adams, run it back with someone on the Colts side. You can run it back with JT, who's been phenomenal for the Colts. Jags, Niners, no interest there. Ravens, Chiefs, really, really good AFC West matchup here. Both teams 1-2. One of these teams is going to be 1-3 after this game. Who would have thought that? Insane. I think I prefer the Ravens side a little bit more from a stack perspective. Lamar with Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews, a nice clean double stack, and you can afford it. And then who do you run it back with on the Chiefs side is always the question. We got Xavier Worthy, who will be back this week. You got Tyquan Thornton, who's kind of taken over. Hollywood Brown's been kind of mid. You got Travis Kelce, who's looking old. So I'm probably not going with a Mahomes double, although you could go Mahomes, Worthy, Kelce. It's not out of the question, but I think I prefer the Baltimore side, and I run it back with one of these Chiefs guys. And then Bears, Raiders. Love this game from a stack perspective as well. Bears defense is not good. They played a little bit better last week against the Cowboys, but Caleb Williams tore up the Cowboys. I think the Raiders defense is a little bit better than the Cowboys, but you can still attack it. Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, love it. And then if you get no Colson Loveland, you can throw Cole Kmet in there for your double stacks. Luther Burden's really come along, so you can throw him in the mix as well. You can still throw DJ Moore in there. You get a nice, easy double stacks here with Caleb. And then Vegas, I don't mind the Geno doubles. Geno, Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers. And who would have thought Trey Tucker goes off? 43 fantasy points last week, 44, like insane. I don't know if he can repeat that every week, but I think the Myers and Bowers doubles are interesting here with Geno. So those are the top stacks of week number 4. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out all the videos on my page. We're going to keep growing this thing. Check out the Patreon and make sure you follow me on social media at TDavisBrand. Appreciate you guys, man. Until next time, win some money. I hope you guys get rich and enjoy your Sunday NFL slate. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and give this video a like. I appreciate it so much, as well as subscribe to the channel here on YouTube so you can check out all the videos that I have to offer.